Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Primo Italiano Warthunder. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is the HydragonsBreath, welcoming you to Italian tanks. More Italian tanks, and more Italian tanks, and more Italian tanks. Every single week, we get more. So, what do we have this week? Well, we have a 75mm/18 M41 mounted on an M41 chassis. This is a casemate tank destroyer sporting a short 75mm support gun. Yeah, give some claps for a stug knockoff with decent armor. 50mm of flat armor, a ball turret that can bring it up to 60, and a backstop that is another 60mm. A well-sloped upper glacis, a pretty trolley. This little piece right here can stop its own gun. So when you're fighting in a duel with one of these, be sure to err on the side of caution high, because if you shoot low or you shoot here, you're gonna bounce. And a very tricky transmission. A shot through here requires that you basically hit right here, because if you don't, you'll impact on the lower side of this and bounce. And even if you impact all the way up here, it's still 33mm of thickness. So, let's talk about this thing's gun. There's two issues. The first round that you get is utterly useless. With 44mm of penetration and a pretty high drop-off to the point where you could barely penetrate your another Italian vehicle with 30mm of armor at 1,000 meters. Its high explosive is half decent with a kilogram weight of 610 grams of explosive mass. However, its secondary AP round is usable, finally. A 51mm penetration round, meaning that you can face hug your own vehicle and kill them from the front. And its last round being a 100mm high explosive anti-tank heat shell, with a, of course, 100mm of penetration at any range, with a significant amount, 500 grams of explosive mass. Whew, all that breathed out. There's a glitch with this thing's machine gun where it aims a little bit to the right, or to the left, no matter where you aim it. But other than that, this is a wonderful vehicle. It's got incredible depression at negative 12 degrees. And this makes it very much able to depress over hillsides, and its later versions will have better depression, even better depression, rather. It's a rather slow vehicle. But to make up for that, we have a secondary new vehicle for you today, the AB-43, an armored car version of the other version that had a 20mm. This is a 47mm toting, no armor, fully enclosed pizza carrier. Clearly, this is a giant pizza box turret, which I consider hilarious, but a four-man crew in another SKFSD style of arrangement, a coaxial machine gun, and a 47mm. I think this is the short one, if I am to be correct. No, it is the long 47mm. This is going to be the first taste we get of that second-tier 47mm with 69mm of maximum penetration. As an armored car, you'll see this thing do very, very well on urban maps. You'll see it do very, very well in most cases where you require speed. And like the SKFSD, it's able to reverse very quickly as well. Other than that, we'll probably be playing out the M1441. And looking at our future research tree, we have the M1542 and the long 75mm version of this same vehicle, one of which we will try out as our special vehicle. But that is enough from me this morning. Let us get into combat. I have found this vehicle to be very satisfactory at its tier, and as it is the highest caliber vehicle or the highest BR vehicle in my lineup, I assume that I will not be shafted at a higher BR, and if we are absolutely screwed, as this thing's limits in penetration make it almost useless at a higher tier. Kuban, a wonderful map for this vehicle. It's long, well, not really long sightlines, but it's a very good hill jumper, so if you perch up over a hill, you can block some light fire, and then you can deal out high damage, if not high penetration shots at close to medium range. Let's get into it. Come on. Load up. Alright. Haha, no high explosive for me, please. Let's take 20 rounds of this higher penetration AP and get going. As I said, this is not an incredibly fast vehicle, but we could definitely get to A or B and go over the point. I see Crusaders Marks II. This appears to be a 2.3 to 2.7 game. Is there a Panzer IV F2 around? No. 23s, Panzerjägers. Okay, so this is not a too high BR game, but there are still definitely things that we can't penetrate, so we're going to slow down as we come into the game here. We're going to be going in and trying to come at enemies from the side and from the rear, as our gun will most likely not penetrate something such as a stug from directly in front, and there's our first Panzer IV F1. Now note that with his 60 millimeters of frontal armor, or at least with the Panzer IV F2 60 millimeters of front armor, we cannot penetrate them at all whatsoever with this gun. So we will be firing from the side and firing at their turret for today. However, when we get more Italian vehicles, I will have the heat for this vehicle and we can give it a fair shake. The Horo, this thing has a very bad reputation with Russian T-70s and T-60s, and the T-50, of course, with its difficulty penetrating through sloped armor. It's very, very hard to do so, and matter of fact, it's almost impossible to penetrate something like the T-50 from the side or front. I've tried many, 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 many times and failed universally every single time. However, their turrets are entirely penetrable, and I will hope to show you that if we get close enough to one today. As you can see with our penetration, that's a Cromwell Mark V. I can penetrate that from the side, but not from the front. I don't want to stay on this hill, but I suppose I have to. I need to overlook this point. Good hit, but no penetration on that one. We need to get a little bit closer. Good shot. There was a good dive there. He just went for our engine from farther away. Let's see if we can't. His rear. Good critical hit. Got his engine. Got his gunner down. Let's give another shot into that undercarriage. That should be a kill. No, it's a fire. That's good too. See if we can't get closer to the driver's hole and get a kill here. Non-penetration. That is unfortunate. We hit a torsion bar. Let's see another fire on him. Good fire. He should burn out, I think. Let's just get a little closer and maximize our kill potential. There's a good shot. Ammunition destroyed. We are now capturing the A point. Now we're going to keep ourselves right here so we can get a side shot on the next vehicle to come in here. Hopefully it'll be a light tank or a turretless tank destroyer that won't be able to turn and kill us quickly. Worst case scenario, we run into a Matilda or something of that nature that we cannot kill. In any way. Artillery fire on us. We're fine. We're underneath a slight slope here. We're going to reload some ammo. As I said, as you saw, this takes a while to kill sometimes, especially with those heavily armored vehicles that might bounce your shells. This T-50. See what I mean? And that 45mm will go through any of our armor at most angles. We need to get very close to him in order to pen. So I'm going to try to get out of his way, because I know exactly where he's coming. He's coming from my rear. He thinks he's going to catch me unawares, but behold, he is not. It is I that will catch him unaware. I can't. D50. Are you upside down? Oh, he's upside down. Oh, I can do this. I believe in the heart of the cards. I believe in the heart of the cards. Alright, this is his rear back plate. Oh, crap. We're set on fire from the T-183. Nope, this is a Crusader Mark II. He shot us from the rear? Yep. Crusader Mark III. That 57mm will waste us, yeah. Not a great time to be bringing that out. And I probably should have closed with that T-50 instead of just letting him burn. But it doesn't matter. All in the past. We have a lot to do with this vehicle now. We're going to load up probably around 50 rounds of ammunition. I don't know how fast this goes through rounds, but 50 should be enough. I don't expect to. Yeah, with that reload rate is not the best. We'll definitely be able to expend 50 rounds. We're going to go to B. Anywhere where there's combat, this thing will do well, but I feel like this is going to control a lot better scraping around people at B than it will assaulting frontally at A. But first I'm going to get into a plane. And this vehicle has the spotting mechanic as a light tank, so we're going to wait for a minute, get into A in a minute, but not right now. Right now we have a job to do. And that is ramming this thing with the worst plane in the game. There we go. Chopped his wing off. Good job. I don't know what's wrong with this plane. I think it might just be a glitch. I seriously, I genuinely think there's something wrong with that plane. And you guys have seen before how it hates me so much. Stug 3A. Target's already been scouted. That BT-5 is doing BT-5 things. Alright, well, I don't know what this guy's doing. Other than glitching around like a wizard and dying. Alright, we're going to advance on A. I don't know why there's an anti-air that far behind our line, but I guess our line on the C and A side is, you know, non-existent. Oh, the Crusader. That T-50 finally is dead. We're going to kill him and back out because there's 7 enemies over there. As you can see, this beautiful reverse speed will help us in these types of endeavors. Alright, he's going to reverse. It's a T1 ED. We're going to get right up with him. Oh, come on. Come now. An M3 Lee, we probably could have killed him if we'd taken a shot, but lucky shot, he got 3 of our crew members. That thing is a rare tank to see, but not so rare that it scares me. Let's get the Panzergranat 40. I feel like this, with the higher fire rate, will be more useful to us at the moment, just to kill all these other enemies. We might also be able to take out a plane, which would be very advantageous to us at this point, with that many lightly skinned enemies all very close together, but we have to hide ourselves first in order to survive this onslaught. Let's put ourselves behind our allies. And, yeah, let's hide here. Don't die, guys. I'm counting on you. I'll be there for you. 2 bombs. I got this. I got this. I can get kills with this. 3. Nope, I am not close enough. Alright, ready? 1. And 2 away. We're done. Drop, drop, drop. Alright, there's a good drop. We went 3 on the team. Bombs landed, but first one went off, second one went off. I didn't see a lot of kills there, so we survived. Didn't get that 1 extra kill. They didn't get to us fast enough. 4 ground targets killed. Not too bad of a showing. As you saw, there's limits to what this thing can do, to what this tank destroyer can do without its heat. Speaking of which, it now has its heat, so now this is going to be a good tank destroyer. Okay. Heat time. Now, I did just spend a couple golden eagles on that, but only 4. Only 4 to give you guys a good experience. I am willing to give that much. Just kidding. I'd pay a lot more if I knew that people really enjoyed these, which I'm hearing and I'm seeing that they do. So, went and got some 100 golden eagles for you. Maybe I'll be using that in the next couple of days to accelerate my upload schedule, which, you know, is kind of coming in shorts and bursts as I get little bursts of inspiration and more vehicles to show you. The Italians, when pumped up my number of videos I could make because of all these new things that come out, but also it's sad because I can't spend a whole video gushing over one vehicle. I have to go with 2 or 3, which is, you know, fine, but it's not as fun as I'd like. And now we can sit back and snipe, but not on Abandoned Factory because God hates me. But now we can brawl. The heat allows us to brawl. The heat allows us to get up close and personal and fire and be guaranteed a kill. Or at least guaranteed a penetration. If not a ton of post-pen damage, it can guarantee penetration. And I need to see what this thing does in pen action. I'm going to bring 5 rounds of the good AP. No, I'm going to bring... Yeah, I don't need it. I'm just going to bring the heat. I'm just going to bring the heat. It may be a mistake, but I'm just going to bring the heat rounds. Like, I don't see the AP really coming in handy at all. Especially when I get better vehicles, like a 3.3 vehicle, and I'm at 3.3 all the time, 100mm heat is still going to be competitive. 55mm of heat is just not going to cut it anymore. Really nothing at that tier other than other Italian vehicles will be able to be penetrated by that, and even so, it won't be at anything but close range. We are going to slowly make our way up here. I don't know why this is going so slow. Come on. Get that horsepower up. There we go. Now we're speeding up on a nice road here. Uh, 28 kilometers per hour, 29, 30. That's good. M8, HMC, Panzer 38T. Gonna wait here for a minute. Can afford to shoot a Panzer 38T. Oh, this is a Cromwell behind me. Don't push me, Cromwell. I push back. Oh, Cromwell. Good heat. Good heat. It exploded on him. Got us that sweet kill assist bonus. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Another one of those? Is that the same guy? That's got to be the same guy. Well, damn it. That is some bullshit. That is annoying. I'm going to kill you so hard, man. You are a dead man. You are dead. 3 light tanks. I can take them all out. Come on, pizza delivery wagon. We can do this. Yeah, I got it, Honey. I'm with you. I am so with. Gotta get a little closer with this thing, but if we can get side shots, this AP has high explosive filler in it, unlike the communist version. This should be good. Go in, bro. Go in. Hey, yeah, I got it. Go in, though. Like, they're gonna be coming from this side. Where is he? He's in there, isn't he? He's waiting. Screw you. Reverse. Same. Reverse. Oh my fucking god, I'm killing. I don't care. I'm vendettaing this guy. I don't care. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I am absolutely going to kill you. You're going to die. I will murder you. I don't care what it takes. I do not care at all. You are a dead man. I will empty every round from this vehicle into you, and I will continue firing until you are dead. I don't know how much armor that thing has because I've never looked at it. Because it's like a premium. I don't even know if it's a premium. It might be an event vehicle, actually. I don't think I've seen it in the American premium tree. Hell, I don't even know if that's an American vehicle. It could be Russian. The top looks like a KV-1 turret. But it's definitely... It might also be British because it has a 57mm. I don't know what it is, and I don't know where it's from. I just know what it looks like and what its gun is. And how the designation sounds American, so... You know. Somebody got him? Good. You should not have escaped my gun the first time. But you shall not escape it now, I tell you. You shall not escape it now. Good. Penetration. We didn't kill the gunner, I don't think. Nope, but we can definitely get around him. That Chihakai should mess them up. Chihakai? You gonna... Okay, good. Good kill. Alright, they're cleaning them out. We got a nice support tank to go along with these Japs here. Excuse me, Japanese tanks. It's time period accurate. We're gonna sweep in from this side and spawn camp. Because we can. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna be Matilda. Guys. Matilda. Matilda. I can't kill that, but you all can. Self-propelled guns, cruiser tanks. Nothing this thing's cows can get through. Actually, well, the A13 I might be able to. Let's give that a couple rounds. Nope, 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 nope. Good pullout. Pullout game strong. I wanted to enter my factory again. Oh, come on. Oh, the Chiha with the shotgun got me. Damn it. Well, he's dead now. Well, that was not a fun game. That did not play very well. But you saw a little bit of what that heat can accomplish. I will show more again when I get better vehicles. Speaking of better vehicles, or not better, but simply higher level vehicles, let's take a look at the other things that we have to see. And since you got gypped on the 75mm heat, I'm only going to take a quick look at this, as most people who have seen my earlier video on the Italians know what this is. 47mm gun, the same thing we saw in the pizza deliverer back there. And a little bit up armored. And then this. Now, if this doesn't look like a stug, I don't know what does. It's very well put together. Same amount of armor, 50mm. It seems to work fine. Blocks 20 mils for the most part at medium distance. 30mm of armor. This is deceiving because the transmission is right there. Well protected here, well protected here. And, of course, 12 degrees of gun depression. Very nice. An X-ray, you can see this is a longer barrel. A little more ammo in this one as well, I believe. And the same 3 crew member arrangement. So again, these vehicles don't have as much survivability as the Stug does, but they do have a lot. A Granata with similar high explosive qualities, but so much more penetration. You look at 76mm of penetration as opposed to 50 on the general AP round. So you're looking at so much more damage coming out of this gun than the previous one. And just to give you a taste of that damage, we'll give you a shot at it right now. Firing off our first round is high explosive, and the rest is armor piercing. See how many tanks we can completely wipe out until we are done. This really is a knockoff Stug. But the only difference is we don't have a machine gun on this one. And again, with all the Italian vehicles, there's a very nice traverse to this gun. Like the Stug, it traverses more to one side than the other. But this has a great traverse, able to aim far beyond where the tank is actually going, which is a nice thing to add in for casemate TDs. Very nice. Just going to get one more round off of high explosive at close range. Or ram it, you know that works too. Reverse speed is okay, but the forward speed, as you saw, is a little bit better. Let's put this round in right there. Perfect. And that round didn't even go off. This has filler. It's really good. And for finally, for fuck's sake, we can get through the Matilda's side. I lied. We can get through the Matilda's side at some point. Come on. Like, this is probably about a good combat range, so let's aim about there. Perfect. Okay, so the lower side hull is where you fire for the Matilda. See how far we can get on the Churchill. I'm just going to go and see how many sides we can fire at. We got through the neck joint. That was a lucky shot since it was on the move. Stability on the move isn't bad. It's got a very recognizable roll pattern, but it's just kind of luck as to what you get, as usual, when you fire on the move with these earlier vehicles. And right through the side. You have high enough penetration to get through the track, but I don't know if you can get through the actual solid side armor. Come on. You can. It's not very good. Let's get one more round off. The ammunition should be right where my reticle is. Ugh, this is going to take a minute. Sorry. Come on. Right up to it. And there we go. Crew knockout right inside of it. Perfect. You can drive this thing up to the side of a Churchill and take it out. Challenger, looks like the same story. You can get penetration. That was an incredibly lucky shot. Looks like the Italians come with their own version of luck. Yeah. Same thing. Good round. Lots of pen on the side. And with these later generation vehicles, the side is not very well armored at all. Let's see what else is there out here. There's an American tank destroyer, or the British tank destroyer. Let's test the velocity of this gun. So, it's not too bad range-wise, but the speed, I think, is going to give out on us. No. Okay, so the speed's not too bad either. So maybe like a half tank length ahead of your target. If it's traveling at some speed. Perfect shot. Yeah. And I can see that this AP is not very good at blowing up ammunition as far as it is at blowing up crew. So center of mass is how you want to fire with this. Not really aiming specifically for any ammunition. Definitely more of a crew killer than a ammo racker, like something that has APCR. So, speaking of these Italian TDs at higher tiers, they're going to rely on distance, they're going to rely on their armor to resist machine guns, high caliber machine guns such as 50 cals and 20 mils. At long range, they're going to use their stellar heat and decent mobility to get into a good position early, rain a couple shots down, get out of dodge, and then reposition themselves as their very low profile and wonderful depression allows them to do so. And of course, at higher tiers, when you get better vehicles, those will probably only become better and better as you progress through the vehicles. I don't think there's anywhere on the Tortoise that 76 millimeters of pen will get through. However, I'm willing to try. Probably through a gun port, or maybe I don't think we can penetrate the turret. I still think that's 100 millimeters thick. Maybe not though. We'll see. The high explosive clearly isn't doing anything. It's just damaging its paint job, you know. Seems say. These Italian tank destroyers have a little bit better chance of side scraping, as the weak spot on the cheeks, the canted cheeks that have such good bounceability. That weak spot is a lot less obvious and a lot smaller to boot. Oh, good shot. Let's load up some AP for this first shot into the force. To the front side of the Tortoise. We won't be able to penetrate the side of this, I don't believe. Alright, let's see. Right up close. Gunport 1? No. Gunport 2? No. Vision port? Oh my gosh, the AP can get through a vision port. That has got to be a lucky shot right there. Yeah, that was a lucky shot. We're not going to be getting through the rest of this through the side armor. Yeah. Nope. Not getting through that. So, let's try for the rear. These Italian TDs don't have great turning rates, which I've noticed. So, if you want to get into a position, get into it early and stick there, kind of. It's that type of deal. Let's let the gun depress. Yeah, that's just not going through. Huh. Maybe through this back one? Yeah, I guess we're not getting through. Well, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, this is the HydragonsBreath. I truly appreciate the last year and all that y'all have done, and all that you guys have done for me. People who have subscribed to my channel, I don't understand. You can't understand how much I appreciate it. I may have started doing this for fun, but it really has become a pleasure to see that people enjoy it and even bother to watch it at all. But I really just wanted to say I appreciate it, and I intend to do much more with the new year than I did with the previous one, in terms of, well, everything. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful 2019. And of course, a wonderful day.